a little feng shui. Just a little feng shui. Just a little feng shui. Just a bit of movement of energy. Just moving my energy around. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 19th episode of the Just with Josh. I'm so glad to have you here with me. And, I kind of got a shitty sweater on right now. But you know what? I don't give a fuck. This sweater's special to me. It means something. You know? Me and this sweater have been through it. And tonight, I'm going to wear this sweater. And, it's kind of got these, like, little... I don't even know what you call them. Like, these little knots of, like... I don't know, crap. It's absolutely dilapidated. There's, like, a hole in the thing. And it probably looks like a mess. Or maybe it doesn't because I have really low-quality equipment. But, tonight, this is the sweater. And this is the sweater I got when I was in California. And if you can tell, it's a rose. It says Cali. And this was the cloth I donned in the streets of LA. It is what kept me warm in those cold desert nights. And it's what brought me back home, ultimately. So, I have a special place in my heart for this sweater, even though it looks like shit, and I should probably throw it in the garbage. Why would I do that? You know, I believe in sentimentality. I believe objects, you know, carrying a soul of their own in a way. You know what I mean? Like, everything has a soul, like all the creatures, but have you ever thought that maybe, like, you know, you say, like, people talk about their house, and they say, like, the soul of the house. Or, you know, they talk about their car. It's like the soul, like, you know. But there's, like, a lot of parts to a car. Like, holy smokes. Like, which part's the soul? Like, what if I just, like have some, like, cool, like, I don't know, like a cool steering wheel. And I feel like I have a soulful steering wheel. Or what if, like, the soul is in the heart and, like, the rest of the body? Like, how soulful is our, like, toes and stuff, you know? Like, there's probably, like, a lot of miniature souls making up the greater soul of a whole house, like the people inside of it and their souls, you know? And it all adds up and summarizes into something, which is pretty cool. I'm a little buzzed tonight, I'll be honest, ladies and gentlemen. I don't normally drink, but when I do, you know, it's just one of those nights. It's a somber evening, and, you know, this isn't Fruitopia, ladies and gentlemen. I took a Bud Light or a Moose Light, and I mixed it with Clamato, which would have disgusted me, like, as a child, to think that I have, you know, developed a taste for this disgusting substance. It's kind of weird how, you know, when you're a kid, all this weird shit, like, you see adults eating and drinking, like, coffee or, you know, vodka. You smell these alcohols or wines. You try their wine. You're like, how are you eating this stuff? Or, like, you know, like jalapenos. And then as you get older, you start to develop a taste for it. It's like, you know, your mind, your mouth just gets tired of eating all the same shit. So you start to just, I don't know, torture yourself a little bit. It's like you know, you like to burn your mouth a little bit when you eat. It's a little strange. And but yeah, no, I think everything has a soul. You know, I think you know, we as humans have souls, of course, but I think in a sense, like, you can feel the ambient soul of, like, different things. And I think it's kind of cool to think that, you know, we as humans can kind of, like, extrapolate and personify, you know, our environments, and, you know, find beauty and create sentiment and have, like, nostalgia for objects and places. And maybe you remember a time and a place when you could smell a certain thing. And we're all here for we're all here for like a bigger reason, and like all these mechanics that work in our brains, all these systems that kind of, like our olfactory systems, and our pituitary glands, the way we dream, it all adds up to something like not supernatural, but like we're tapped into the world that we're in, like down to the very core. Like our essence is just intertwined with the very core of the universe, and that's what we are, and you can never separate that. And I was looking at Kanye's music video for Hurricane. Season 3, all the lights on me. I don't fucking know how that song goes. I can walk on water. And it's so beautiful because he's singing, and it's like there's like a rapture going on, and all the people, like they don't look like they can't, you can't see them because they have masks, but as they ascend further and further into heaven, they're just like these ebony beings that are like gilded with lines of gold, and their spirits are rising, and they're indistinguishable. It's crazy to think that in heaven, our souls would be indistinguishable from one another. We wouldn't have that ego. We wouldn't have that, like us. You wouldn't look in like the heavens mirror and see like a reflection that is unique to you. That's not what it, well, who knows? But it's a beautiful thing to think. Imagine just all one, and like one energy, living in a good place. I don't know if we're going to float around in the clouds all day. It's probably going to get old quick, but, there's definitely more to this life. And, yeah, this life is anything but ordinary. And when we pass through, these veils of consciousness, when we, I don't know, I was listening to Joe Rogan this week, and he's talking about psychedelics, and with, he has on this archaeologist, this dude. I don't even remember his name. I think it was oh geez, here I can probably pull it up real quick. This archaeologist, Graham Hancock, and they're talking about these crazy things. They're talking about ancient civilizations and how Atlantis is real. Like Atlantis is a real place. How humans have been around for thousands and thousands of years, and we just keep getting wiped out by these crazy disasters, and we keep coming back like stronger and stronger. And these untold stories of the past that have just been buried, like literally, or flooded into the ocean, like Atlantis. And it's just incredible what we're a part of here, and you can see people kind of awakening to that. We live in a very, efficient world. Everything has a purpose. It's very utilitarian. Stop, go. Red means stop. Green light means go. And it's very tough to, personify. It's very tough to like think about God in a world that works that way, where everything's kind of like functional and purposeful, and you can just cut off your dick and replace it with sew yourself up one way and be a whole nother gender. Sorry, no, that's not true. But anyways, but it's like, it's weird to think about that kind of thing. The Egyptians, on the other hand, they were making tinctures out of flowers, blue lotus flowers, going to the moon, talking to Moloch or whatever, and weighing their hearts, and embalming, building pyramids, ancient like tombs, fucking golden scarabs, like unbelievable. Like they believed in magic. They believed in ghosts. Speaking of Kanye, that song, Kids See Ghosts. My aunt has a kid, apparently could see ghosts. Maybe kids can see ghosts. Maybe they're real. Maybe because you just can't see them. Maybe there's a lot going on. Maybe it's kind of like a radar. The way a radar works? Like it sends out a sonar, and then if anything, if the sonar hits anything and reflects back, it beams back the message, and that message tells you, what's going on. That's kind of like what our brain is. It's just like a sonar, and we're only going to pick up what the beam, we're only going to pick up what the beam hits and bounces off of. But what else is there that these beams aren't hitting? What is our sonar not picking up? What else is going on? Because it's like that Red Hot Chili Peppers song. This life is anything but ordinary. And if you've been paying attention, like it's there's just more to it than seems the eye. There is more to this world. And yeah, you can bring it all down and break it all down with numbers, and that's the beauty of numbers, and scientific theory. But then there's a lot that scientific theory doesn't even scratch the surface of, like 99%. And we are just at the mercy of this universe and this world. We are absolutely at the mercy. You just gotta hold on and pray to God or whatever being or whatever's going on, and believe that we are held in good hands, and know that this is a future for us worth embracing. This isn't going to be 1,000 years of darkness. There's no way. What we're here, aren't we? Could have been 1,000 years of darkness, before this. Maybe not, though. They say time is relative. So, down here on Earth, though, in the real world, I've been working a new job. I got a new setup here, a new part-time job, because honestly, I have a full-time job as well, but I was going on about losing my job last week. Well, I got a new full-time job, blah blah blah. But I also got a part-time job now, so I'm working throughout the week, and I'm working on the weekends. Man, it's hard. It's not like it's gay as hell. Like I should be. Actually, you know what? It's fine. I don't know, man. I should be able to work 20 hours a week and have insane amounts of opulent income. I should be able to buy a car, get full tanks of gas. I should be able to buy a house off 20 hours a week. No, it's bullshit. Whatever. So I'm working. I got a new part-time job, and I'm suffering. And I'm dealing with glitter. I got these weird glittery ornaments, and they're all over the place, and we got to stack them up, and we got to match them. It's unbelievably tedious. And it's, I'm getting this glitter all over my hands. I'm pretty sure I still have glitter all over myself. And, this is just what it is here in Canada. Like, you're going to have to get another job. If you want to keep up your quality of living, you're going to have to get another job. You're going to have to pick it up. You're going to have to get more hours. You're going to have to go work at the ornament store too. Maybe it's not the ornament store. Maybe you're going to go work in a meat factory. Maybe you're going to, well, hopefully not. But you're going to have to get a part-time job. Your 40 hours, it's not enough anymore. I mean, if you want to be a scrub, if you want to live, kind of be poor, But I don't want to do that, I'm getting a part-time job. And whoops. That's the old chair. That chair's dead now. It doesn't mean anything to me. Yeah, I got a new chair. It's different. Things are different now. Got my new chair. Got my old hoodie on. It's different. I got my Clamato and Moose Light. But ultimately, this is my sentence. I'm sentenced to suffer, and this is my part-time job as of now. And I think it's really cool. I think you should get a part-time job if you don't have one. I think it's a good idea. If you have one job, you're a pussy. Having one job is for bitches. If you only got one job, you're probably gay. All right. Now I had this thought, okay? And I was thinking about different levels of reality. I was thinking of different phases of existence. There's layers to how we live. And there's so many different ways you can live in the world. So many different places you could be born. so many different genetic, predispositions you could have. Like literally, no one person's the same, and there's like 8 billion people. And it's crazy to think how many people just live in absolute squalor. I mean, most people don't live in Canada, as far as I know. I've looked at the numbers, and most people do not live in Canada. Most people live in like China, probably in a death camp, or they live in Russia, probably getting shipped off to Ukraine. I don't think that many people live in Russia. Well, they live in one of these African countries, which make up a lot. Like, there's a shit ton of countries in Africa. Okay, there's like a lot. It's not like a united like front, like the United States. Like, they're all separate, and they all got a shit ton of people, man. So you got all those people. They're all doing things. And did you know, like, in some of these places in Africa, like, they net mosquitoes, and then they crush them all up. They crush up all the mosquitoes, and they turn the mosquitoes into, like, a mosquito brownie, and then they feed that to the kids. All the kids come running up. They're all like, oh, my gosh, like chocolate chip cookies are fresh out the oven, except it's mosquito fucking bricks. Like, it's literally just pemmican made out of mosquito guts. Like, they're just taking mosquitoes and just, if you get like 1 or 2 mosquitoes and you crush it up, you can imagine what that looks like. Well, imagine if you got like fucking millions, just mosquito nets, just catching them, crushing them up. That's crazy, man. I thought mosquitoes were like full of blood, but that's how hardcore they are in some places. And I've never done that once in my life. The craziest thing I've ever eaten is probably like chicken hearts or like moose. Like, but that's like normal. That's like good food. I'm not eating mosquitoes. What the fuck? There's different levels to this. There's the mosquito kids. Then you got all the wealthy kids. I touched on them a little bit. They're living off of Caviar while they're playing their Mario Kart and the Nintendo Switch. Meanwhile, you got, kids living in ghettos, in the United States, in these big fucking cities, these absolute destroyed ghettos, especially now, with what was going on the past couple of years. It just destroyed just wastelands where people have just been sentenced to be born. At least you're born in America, though. At least you're not born somewhere as in Ukraine, where you're getting shelled right now by a bunch of Russians. They're just blowing up the sides of apartment buildings. Or at least, you could be one of these Russian prisoners. You could be one of these Russian prisoners that are, getting rushed into, artillery the side of apartment buildings. Or you could be one of these commanders that are like giving those decisions. Like, hey, blowing that shit up, just sending out the command. You could be Biden. You could be Hunter Biden. You could be doing crack right now. While this is all going on, making backdoor deals with China. You could be China. You could be Xi Jinping taking out his political opponents, walking them out of the Chinese parliament. Okay, just his main political opponent just, hey, walks in like some guys, just escorts him out of the building, taking out your political opponents. You could be the guy that just got taken out. I forget his name. He's one of the chairmen. He's like the OG. Everyone likes him. That's the problem. You could be that guy getting sentenced like Nelson Mandela, you're a political prisoner in your own country, in your own political party, which you're like right-hand man. You sit next to Mao, and he took you out. How does that make sense in the mind of all the other chairmen there? Aren't they able to see through that thin veil, or are they also afraid? Are they also broken into that mindset because of fear? Because you could be one of those people too. You could be one of those men in that audience listening to General Chairman Mao or whatever with one of those little name tags on, getting served water, with those weird glasses. Everyone's got a glass, and then there's some like lady going around serving them water. You could be the lady that has to serve the chairman of China fucking water. God forbid you spill a drop, you stupid bitch. Fucking die. They'll hang you on Tiananmen Square. Freaking string you up. You could have been the guy in Tiananmen Square that said, fuck all that shit. He was walking home with his groceries or something. He had the bags, and he stepped in front of the tank, and he was like, nah, fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. Nah, fuck that shit. We've all seen that infamous, or famous image, depending on who you ask. And then there's some faggot who took that image. There's a photographer. There's a there's a journalist agency in America that put out that story, and that's why I know about it. And that's another whole little cavity. You can be a journalist. You can be a teacher working at a school. You can be a cop leaning on people's necks. You can be a dude getting your neck leaned on. You could be George Floyd. You could be Jesus Christ. You could be Kyrie Irving. You could be Kanye West. You know, there's all these different ways of being. So why would you stay gay? Why would you stay sitting around like a little bitch, hating your life, wishing that, you know, the world sucked less, or that you were a woman, or you had a dick, or, you know, let's take it off the trannies, okay? Or that you know, had more of this or more of that, instead of actually going out and fucking trying to get it. Because you only get one shot, man, and you know all this other shit's possible. And thank God, you know, I know there's no one in Africa eating mosquito fucking brownies watching this, okay? So thank God we have the fortune to live in a country that, you know, supports a semi-decent lifestyle, that supports a not dog shit lifestyle. I mean, Trudeau is a cunt. He's a cunt, and he is making us slaves, but it ain't that bad yet. And I bet even if we were slaves, it would probably be pretty fucking chill. We're not going to be slaves. We're not going to let that slime ball let that happen. But my point is, there's levels to this game, okay? And if you're one of these African kids, and this message somehow, if you're an African kid and you got mosquitoes in between your fucking teeth, okay? You're like, okay? And you're hearing my message right now, and you can understand English through the grace of God, okay? I want you to listen to me, boy. I want to know your name, all right? I want you to say it, okay? And I want you to look up at the stars, if there's some stars. If not, look up at the clouds, and look up at the sky, and look how far up it goes. And know that no matter who you are and where you stand, you can go wherever the fuck you want, okay? And you don't have to keep eating mosquito brownies. You don't have to keep fucking drinking perp drank in the hood. You don't have to fucking live in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, in the middle of some country-ridden town full of incest retards doing meth. You can do whatever the fuck you need to do. And there's levels to this game, and there's people that have fucking done it. So if you're sitting around and not doing that, not looking at it through that lens, God help you. Like, God help you. Seriously. I really hope. Like, that's my dream, that one day, like, I can inspire a tribe of Africans to modernize, and also like reject the WEF agendas. I want to inspire an African tribe to modernize and reject the WEF. I think we can do it, okay? But there's no sense living for comfort either. Like, there's really no sense, like, because it's easy to get comfy. And there's a lot of people living in that mode right now where they're getting real comfy. And they're fat, too. Most of them are fat. I'm like a hybrid model, let's be honest. And I kind of get it. Okay. And, a lot of people don't want to explore those levels. They don't want to know what they don't know. You know, these African kids, they don't even know English. They don't even know. Or if you're like, if your parents are, if you're in a shitty situation, you might not even have the wherewithal to, like, pick up on a message like that. You might not even be able to understand that level, you might not even be able to understand that you could literally go anywhere and do anything. You might not have that capability because you don't have the mental tools. And that's what I mean. You can't be comfortable. The one thing that you can change is your ability, is your comfort. If you submit to that, and you submit to that, how small your life is, you'll always live like that. But you got to push out of that, and you got to push your boundaries. You got to push out of that, and you got to push out of your boundaries, because you don't know what you don't know. And if you're the ant next to the highway, or if you're the crackhead, if you're the son of a crackhead living in the middle of nowheres, okay, in the middle of some middle fucking state in America or something, or if you're a kid eating mosquitoes and you don't know English and you're clicking all the time to communicate, all right, and you're stuck, somebody should just shake you. Something like, just embrace embrace the change, embrace the, always keep moving forward no matter who you are or where you are. I don't care if you're King Charles, okay? If you're King Charles and you're just taking in power and you're listening to this, okay, because the queen died and now you and your fucking broke ass teeth are going to run this country and the monarch or whatever, and you're listening to this, I want you to aspire. Like, don't be gay. Come on, don't be gay. Don't be fat. Don't be frumpy. Don't be dumb. Like, go hard. Try fucking hard, man. Keep trying to push the fucking boundary. Don't become complacent. Don't become complacent. Because I bet you could be just as fucking... I bet you could be just as bankrupt. I bet you could be just as deprived. I bet you could be just as impoverished as the King of England spiritually, impoverished spiritually, as you could as an African child. Intellectually, I think the King of fucking England just might be as intellectually impoverished as an African child eating mosquito brownies. It could very well be possible when you get behind the scenes and you really meet these people and the way they live their lives. These people who are so-called royals or or elites, they live like shit. I'm not trying to call anyone out, but they live like shit, and you don't want to live like shit. And I can take that message as well. But you don't want to fucking deny yourself the ability to learn, the ability to expand. You have to deny yourself. You have to be wrong. You have to be uncomfortable. You got to push through that. And I mean, there's a lot of people that don't ever want to be uncomfortable. They'll get a job. They'll sell out for $50K a year, and they'll get fat and shitty off $50K a year. Like, what the fuck? That's going to be your life? Like, especially in Canada, like, you're a modern person. You're like 25, 30. Kanye West exists. Eminem exists. Like, you have heroes. You have these NASCAR drivers. You have football players. You have fucking people inventing shit. You got people making companies. And then you just give up and you want to be frumpy and wear your stupid Apple Watch and get fat and just live for fucking Haagen-Dazs, and that's going to be it for you? My God. There's so many people like that here in Canada. And I get it, okay? I get it's fucking a glazed hellscape 4 months of the year. God damn, it's disgusting. It really is messed up. I hope climate change. We shouldn't be bitching about climate change here in Canada. I hope, for the love of God, for the sake of this country, for the sake of our people, that this fucking climate change keeps coming, and it comes heavy, and it comes right over us, because I'm telling you, it's killing us. These winters are killing us. That's where this shit attitude's coming from. That's why these liberals are able to run us into the ground like idiots. It's because we got a bunch of frumpy, depressed, seasonally depressed idiots who don't want to wake themselves up to the reality of the situation. Okay? Dig your head out of the sand, okay? I'm wrong. I'm saying these things. I'm so wrong. There's things I don't know that I don't know that I don't know that I don't know. I'm so fucking stupid. I have no knowledge of literally anything, okay? But I know that. I know that I don't know. That's some Plato shit. I don't even know if that was Plato. I think it was Socrates. I went to school and studied this thing. I know it was one of them. Okay? And I know that being gay is an abomination. No, I'm just fucking around. Like, being gay is not. I don't know that for sure. I have a fucking suspicion that sticking your dick in another man's ass is not good for business. It's bad for business. That's bad for business. Sticking your dick in a man's ass? Bad for business. I don't know. I could be wrong about that. I feel like I had this dream, and I'm coming real hard. I'm coming here heavy with honesty right now. I had a dream that I was giving a dude a massage. I was giving a dude a massage, man. And I had a fucking rock hard dick, man. I was giving a dude a massage, and I had this like hard fucking boner, man. And that was the dream. That wasn't the whole dream, but at some point, that's what my dream turned into. And I'm sorry, okay? I don't know. Like, I know this better than anyone. Like, the universe works in funny ways, you know. And I just want to make a public statement, like, if I'm sorry, like, I don't hate the gay people, okay? I'm sorry if I've been giving you shit, saying it's lame as hell to be gay. Like, please, God, don't make me gay. Please. Okay? Please. Alright? Because I feel like the universe might be punishing me with the gaydom for my transgressions against gay people, and I want to get ahead of it. I'm sorry if you're gay and you want to fuck dudes. That's great, man. There's probably a lot of power in that. I would never know because I'm never gonna participate myself. But this sounded real sus. But ultimately, all I'm saying is there's different levels to this game, okay? There's different realities. You can be a faggot getting fucked in the ass, or you can be a faggot fucking a faggot in the ass. You can be both things. You are the Avatar. You are the Airbender. You are the One. You are Franklin in GTA 5. You are Trevor. You are Michael. You are all three. You are the main character in your story, and you can be whatever you want to be and go wherever you want to go. You know? Are autistic people funny? If you're born and you're autistic, you're practically sentenced to a life of being a laughingstock. I don't care what anyone says. Autistic people are funny. Okay? I got into a conversation with somebody earlier this week who has said they claimed to be autistic, and I was like, dude, that's okay. Like, I was trying to hype them up. Like, I was like, you know, it's cool. If you're autistic, man, that's fucking cool. There's nothing cooler than being autistic, man. It's fine to be autistic. Like, some people don't think that that's okay. They're like, man, I would just make noises and shit. And I was like, man, when I was in class and the autistic kids started going off, you know, started sirening, started sounding the alarm, letting people know it wasn't right, I thought that was great. I thought there was something there. It's funny. Like, everyone giggles a little bit. That's okay. It's okay because that actually happened. That's real. We all remember that moment. That happened across the board. This wasn't like a one-off. Like, nah, man, we've had autistics losing it in the classroom since the 90s, since they have been integrating them, and it's been funny as hell, and there's nothing wrong with it. And no one, like, bullies autistic kids when they do that. Everyone, like, is on their side. They're all like, yeah, that guy's awesome. They all treat him good because they know he's autistic. They know he can't help himself. You know what I mean? God made him that way, and that's the way he should be. Amen. You know what I mean? Autistic people are like organic comedians. They're like organic funny, you know, drones. They make you laugh. I think that's why they exist, man. I think autistic people exist just to make normal people laugh. Probably to make himself laugh too. It's probably funny. It's probably fun as hell to be autistic. Man, it's probably a good time. It's probably a lot of fun, man. Just getting hyped over, you know, superheroes and like fun dip. I don't know, man. If I come back and I'm retarded, it's better than coming back and being gay. No, I'm just fucking around. I love retarded people, gay people, whatever. Who gives a fuck? Fuck them. Fuck them both. I hope they die. I hope all the retarded people and all the gay people die. Actually, I don't. I don't think that. But if it pisses you off, then I do. And, yeah, I think this has been a lovely episode of The Gist with Josh. You know, I think a bit of a bumpy start. A bit of a, you know, took a little bit to get this hayride rolling. But, you know, I think it's good. And with that, I want to say that a percentage of women literally just live in a 24/7 Sex in the City rape justice LARP. And do I want to go into that further? Why, yes, I do. The entitlement of modern woman. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. There is nothing, everything else we've discussed tonight, there is nothing more real in this universe than the entitlement of a modern woman. Okay? It is unbelievable. It is unbelievable. It is literally, it is anything and everything. Their inability or unwillingness, whether it be their inability or unwillingness to acknowledge their helplessness, coupled with their whiny, needy, gimme attitude. These women expect you to go out of your way for them. However, they do not acknowledge courtesy. They acknowledge a lack of courtesy, and they talk down to you like you're in kindergarten. Like they're your teacher, and you just walked up to their desk and asked how to do the fucking ABCs. And then as soon as, and we know it, gentlemen, we know it, as soon as real life happens, as soon as there's a spider, as soon as there's money, as soon as as soon as real shit hits the fan, somebody breaks in, okay? They fall apart like a paper mache canoe. Okay? They start bleeding from their sex organ and crying and yelling at you, and they're completely fucking useless in every real way, but they still fucking bitch and complain like you owe them something. I think you know what I'm talking about, alright? This world, this system with Instagram, with Lululemons, the makeup with the green makeup that makes them look like a mermaid or some shit. It's gone right to their fucking brains with the me, the likes, the OnlyFans. They're like sex trauma demon Autobot people. They don't really exist. They're fake. They're material creatures. Okay? They're fucking fried, okay? They're absolutely fucking fried. And I'll tell you what, we gotta start taking things away, okay? Instagram, ban it. Makeup should be illegal in this country. We should not allow women to wear makeup in this country. It is disgusting what it's come to. These clownish women walking around, they're trying to flare out their fucking lips and their stupid cheeks with the fucking purple makeup and the blue hair. It's out of control, and we need to put an end to it, okay? And I'll tell you what, we got to make it illegal. We got to make it illegal to get divorced, all right? We're going to fix divorce court so women stop taking advantage of men, all right, stealing from them, so that men can maybe actually feel like they can get married, so that we can actually establish a real family structure in this country and have families again and have a moral lifestyle, okay? And fix these divorce courts. And seriously, how many good guys do you know? How many good guys do you know that you have on your side that knocked up one of these demon bitches in their 20s? And these women will proceed to make it hard for them to see their kids. They will use them exclusively for child support. They will destroy their reputations behind their back, but still have the audacity to act like a victim. All right? To act like the father is a piece of shit. Okay? All because you wanted to sit on your ass and collect money eating hot Cheetos, watching RuPaul's Drag Race. You should be executed, okay, by a firing squad, you evil bitch. I'm not saying we hit them, but smack here and there will probably go a long way. Alright? It's that or everything crumbles, everything, okay, and collapses, and nothing. Everything is seized by these vulturistic women that will pick the skin and bone, the skin off the bone of this fucking society, okay? Alright? They are destroying all forms of morality with their blood-sucking vampirism. Lock them up, call in the Muslim Brothers, we need fucking help. How do they do it? We need to import as many Muslim brothers as we can to get these women in line. We need tools strictly for the purpose of negatively reinforcing women. Maybe like something like that. I don't know. But we can all see it. We all know it. We all know what's going on. We all know we're getting ran over by the pussy power. And it's absolutely degenerate. It's destructive. It's disgusting. There's no luster. There's nothing to garner. There's nothing to gain. We need to take back. We need to go back to building these societies and digging these fucking tunnels, building these buildings made of stone. You know, these unbelievably difficult and heavy tasks that weigh us down and have for fucking centuries. Okay, so let's not deny ourselves. You know, God. And let's not let some bitch tell us, you know, how God, you know, what to think about God. Let's not let woman decide for us what our relationship with God is going to be like. For the love of God, don't simp for the devil. Don't simp for the devil. Anyways, that was just a little piece. I feel like I had to get that off my chest, you know. I think a percentage of women, now this isn't all women, but absolutely a percentage of women have evolved or devolved into a clan or tribe of blood-sucking fucking vampires, and they're not only destroying the relationships and psychiatrics of families across the world with their fucking boss bitch, Sex and the City, rape, LARP, roleplay, justice mentality, okay? They are fucking destroying the very institutions and fabrics that we hold dear. They are destroying our connection to God. They are destroying our fucking connection to God. If you don't think it's happening, just keep on OnlyFansing. Keep on subbing to your OnlyFans girls. Keep on keeping on in the free world for as long as it's free. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. This has been the Just with Josh. I'm glad we could go on it with a bang. Nice, happy ending. So, I got my comfy sweater on. I got a couple drinks in me. Sorry if we got a little rowdy tonight, but it is what it is. And it ain't what it ain't. And it's going to be what it's going to be. And we're taking back this country. We're taking back this country, boys. All right? This has been the Just with Josh. I love you. Love you very much.